Well, I don't really have any more ideas today. It's just go over some of my ideas for my own starters, and we'll end up going with that. I don't really have any other idea. I haven't really scripted anything at all, so this is just gonna be off the dome. So if I go off topic, then just don't even worry about it. So if you're getting deja vu, then don't worry about it. I did upload a video very similar to this when I went over the grass starter, and you don't need to go back to that original video in order to know what's happening here. As a matter of fact, I'm completely redesigning the first stage and adding 2 extras. But really, I wanted to do this kind of video instead, just so you can get the general gist of all 3 of them before going into the revolutions, because I just overall want people to have a choice, if that makes sense. So I might as well go over the context for what you need to know. I hate this pod as well, we have to get through it. So my region, called Kyofu, is based on, well, really anything, but each Pokemon has their own fear that they represent, if that makes sense. So really, it's basically just a fear-phobia region with other parts of the world mixed in. Anyways, enough talking, we might as well just get on to what you want to see, the actual Pokemon. So let's do it! So starting off with the grass starter, I wanted to essentially go for an animal fear because there's some animals that are feared by people even though they may seem like they're not. And that's basically what I wanted to do here, just have an innocent animal. So I decided to go with a rooster, but it will only get into the rooster at its final evolution. So for its first one, I just wanted like a baby chick. I put an eggshell on its head to make it look like a helmet. It's also quite shy because of the lack of shy starters that already exist. Which I feel like there should be more because, you know, I really like Sobble. And I feel like there should be more of it, so that's what I kind of tried to squeeze into this Pokemon. So essentially, it's very hard working, it will work for its evolutions. However, it can get scared sometimes and often cause it to run into battle not thinking twice, until just getting dispatched very easily. It's my personal favourite of the 3, and of course it's the one I featured in my original video. So if you want to know more, you can check that out if you really want to. I don't like the video personally, but you know, you can check it out if you want to know more about this Pokemon and all its story and all that, you know? Kideg, the tiny chick Pokemon, a pure grass type. Kidegs work in pecking orders to serve their evolved forms, wearing a piece of their eggshells on their heads as protective helmets. They use dirt and leaves to help them keep their feathers clean, and so they don't get oily. They travel in lines with other Kidegs and will charge into battle not thinking of the dangers, which can leave people's Kidegs to be very selfless, making them very easy to train. Now we're moving on to the fire starter. It was very weird, because I had many ideas I wanted to go along with. So really, what I ended up with was just the general most original idea I had. And that was making the fire starter a Jaboa, because I've always wanted to do one of the starters as rodents. And I've never believed in the whole fire zodiac thing, but like a rat is on it, but like, again, Cyndaquil isn't really that, so I think I might as well bring some sort of rodent into the picture. So Baboa, it's very energetic, it loves to run around and loves to explore, can be quite clumsy and often ends up bringing up too much energy. However, they can be very hard to control because of just the amount of energy that they exude, and their fiery personality makes them a pretty capable fighter. Bumboa, the rat Pokemon, a pure fire type. Because of their constant bounds of energy, they're very difficult for young trainers to control. They can leap up to 6 meters and they can use their powerful legs. If forced into combat, they'll use their tails as flaming whips to lash at opponents. If proven unsuccessful, Bumboas will dash around foes until they get annoyed and give up. Time for the Pokemon that everybody likes. When I showed these off on my Instagram and my Discord, a bunch of people enjoyed them, and I don't get it, but you know what, I'll show them off here, and that's my water-type Rhino starter. I don't understand why rhinos haven't been done already. They're really cool animals. And I think for the water starter they work pretty much perfectly, since they do already have a penchant for water. Although, like, the fear of rhinos isn't common, but it can be. it most certainly can be a thing. So really, this is just a reference to some mechanophobia on its own. So it's obviously going to evolve into a steel type. I mean, and it's obviously going to get big as well, because, you know, rhinos are already big in real life. So we got a cute rhino, it likes to run around, and it's also very clumsy and bashes into trees when running. likes to give people piggybacks and often runs into trees, you know, but when it evolves, it'll be much more angrier, but also much more confident in what it does. Rhino, the Rhino Pokemon, a pure water type. These lazy Pokemon love to relax in the warm waters of Kyofu, and their kindness makes them very easy for trainers to work with. They cannot breathe on the water, however they love to run on land, giving young trainers piggyback rides. However, Rhino are very clumsy and will often end up crashing in the trees. These Pokemon are hunted because their horns are said to hold supernatural secrets. Well, that's everything. I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll definitely be making more of these, so go like and subscribe if you want more, and go follow my Instagram so you can see some of these early, or see some of my other arts if you want to. Anyway, that's everything. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys later.